And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. That includes a confirmation of an outgoing, whilst also going through what Fabrizio Romano has said with regards to a potential new signing. It could be over the next couple of days, according to the transfer guru. But starting off with Connor Goldson, yes, the club officially announced today that the Rangers vice captain has left to join Cypriot side, or Cypriot champions should I say, Aris Limassol, for an undisclosed fee. They didn't really do much on that. They just said everyone at Rangers wishes him a very best of luck in his future endeavours. He signed a 3-year contract at the Cypriot side, that's £37,000 per week off our wage bill. An undisclosed fee. I'm not too sure how much we're getting in terms of a transfer fee, but some sources close to the club say it's around £500,000. So I think the importance of that, I'm going to touch upon Connor Goldson, but whilst there is a lot of an emphasis on getting new players in through the door, I don't underestimate the work of actually getting high earners off the wage bill. I think Kemar Roof was on about 30k a week. Guy never played. Obviously, John Lundstrom was on a hefty wage as well. He's gone. Connor Goldson now out the door as well. So a lot of these high earners that I think seen as have the highest wage bill in the sort of country are now leaving, which is also good. Does free up some space for us to go in and get other potential targets. I also know there's a lot of Italian teams that play at higher levels than us. I think Atalanta actually have a lower wage bill than us, by the way. So it's important that going forward we need to have like a wage structure. And yes, it might see us miss out on signings and all that sort of stuff, but we need to have a proper wage structure so we're not crippled by players over the age of 30 on huge page packets. So I do commend the job done there, getting some of these high earners off the wage bill. But my thoughts on Connor Goldson, again, it comes under a lot to stick. And as stated so many times, guys, you are entitled to your opinion. That's the great thing about this, the world that we live in. You're entitled to your opinion. You can have your whatever thoughts you want. But my thoughts on it, I do think he's been a good servant for this football club. 6 years at the club. I think going through a period, I always think with Rangers fans, maybe everyone has the expectation that we should be competing and being like, we haven't won this amount of trophies. Guys, when Goldson came in, we were at the start of a project with Steven Gerrard, and it was a project that was going to take time to build. You can't compare the Rangers of old to that team. We were on our knees before Steven Gerrard came in, and Goldson was one of the first players that came in, was a rock for us for that sort of first 4 years, that's seen us win our first Old Firm game against Celtic at Ibrox, then seen us win our first away Old Firm game against Celtic, seen us qualify to the Europa League for 3-4 years consecutively, seen us win our first title in God knows how long, 10 years, seen us win our first Scottish Cup in 12 years, seen us win our first League Cup in God knows how long, seen us get to the Europa League final. So he did a lot. He was a part of a good team, and as I said, I think he stayed two years too long. Probably in hindsight, he probably should have left at the expiry of his contract, probably shouldn't have renewed it, but I think during that initial period where he was at the football club, I thought he was a very, very good player. The last 2 years have made a few mistakes, but the players speak very, very highly of him, and I think a decent legacy there for Goldson, and I wish him all the best. I do wish him all the best, and guys, as I said, entitled to your opinions, but none of this crap with the stuff on the plane where that guy was doing, that tit was doing, recording him saying whatever. Don't be disrespectful, as I said, but you're entitled to your opinion on Connor Goldson. And let me know your thoughts on Connor Goldson's Rangers legacy down there in the old comment section below. Now, out with the old and in with the new. Yes, no more updates in regards to weak mindset Todd. I don't know what's happening with him. Still waiting with regards to him. Probably a good chance that nobody wants him. I don't know where Tavernier kind of sees like he's staying. Dessus kind of looks like he's staying. Not so many people outgoings in the pipeline just yet, but I'll keep you up to date with regards to them nonetheless. Still Hadji still there murmuring about that he could potentially leave. So I'll keep you up to date with them later on, but there is nothing at this moment in time. But as the summer goes on, there might be a few bits and pieces. Now, moving on to the incomings, guys. Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, just a quick one, guys. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Yes, probably one of the more reputable transfer gurus. I brought you some news recently with regards to Hannibal, who plays for Manchester United, and did state that Rangers were in quote-unquote advanced talks to try and land the player. I also stated that Rangers did want to try and sign the player. Has gone quiet since then, but Fabrizio Romano has been on a Manchester United-related podcast and came out and kind of provided an update with regards to him. Basically, he was asked the question, are Manchester United going to be seeing any more players leave Old Trafford this summer? And basically, he said, yes, there's going to be players leaving, but the ones that are closest, it does look like it's Hannibal. Manchester United want a fee, basically is what he said, as he comes into the final year of his contract, but did state that Glasgow Rangers are trying to make the deal happen, and there could be some news over the next couple of days. So that's what Fabrizio said on a podcast. Again, no more details on that, but pretty huge news that there could be a resolution in the next couple of days, which would be good for us, that he could maybe potentially come into the team. Whether that's we're going to sign him or not remains to be seen. But Fabrizio Romano has said that we are a team that are very much interested and that a resolution could be seen in the next couple of days. So take that as you will. But Fabrizio Romano said that on a Manchester United podcast this morning. Well, speaking about Manchester United's transfer state of play, and as I keep on saying with regards to Hannibal, I think it would be a good signing, a good player for the now, also a good player for the future. 21, of course, a player that plays as a sort of an attacking midfielder, very physical, which is good for our division. I think maybe a player that's come from, well, I don't think he started at Manchester United in terms of the academy, but certainly been growing up there, playing a little bit in there. It's quite good to have these players that have been playing at the highest sort of level. Made a good few appearances for Manchester United. Amazing at Birmingham, down in the Championship at one point, and played, I think, Sevilla second half of last season. So, I think it'd be a good signing for us. And if we were to get him on a loan, then we could maybe get him on a free transfer following that. So we'll have to see, but that's what Fabrizio has said with regards to the situation. That's kind of all I've really got for you on the transfer front, troops. I think we're sitting around waiting. I want to see more with time's ticking. Saturday we're back in actually competitive action, and there's still a lot of work to do. Yes, we've got rid of Goldson, but we're still weaker in our defence. People can say what you like about Suter and Davies, but you've seen our pre-season games and we are rank rotten at the back. So I want to start seeing a bit of a breakthrough on some centre-back signings. In fact, a revamp on that defence. Right back, I've changed my mind. Right back, we need in there through the door. Centre back, that's going to be ready to go as well. We need those prompto in those positions before that game. And the worrying sign is, yes, we're linked with potential attacking midfielders. We're linked with potential, wingers here. Another midfielder with Joanne Jordan. I know that's broken down, but we've been linked with those positions. But I'm slightly worried that we're not being linked with any centre backs because this Rangers board absolutely cannot send us into this season with no centre back. Davies and Suter for the whole campaign. We are in effing trouble, especially with that Champions League qualifier around the corner as well. So that's all I've got for you, troops. Hopefully there might be some more news a bit later on, but Fabrizio has provided an update. Do let me know your thoughts on Hannibal down there in the comment section below, and let me know Connor Goldson's legacy down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you check out our summer collection. Link is down in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.